Sweet Tooth is awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, he's a fun character to play.
Want to know what I go by?
There's not a person on the West Coast that hasn't heard of Sweet Tooth.
So is outside of, you've done some voice roles, but is this your first acting gig?
This is my first acting gig.
So how did this come together? Let's back it all the way up.
I had a good friend from a long time past named Carter Swan, who is working at PlayStation now, PlayStation Pictures, and they were kind of in pre-production for Twisted Metal and kind of thinking about who could we get to play this role. And I guess I crossed his mind. He gave me a buzz. We talked about it. I immediately said, I'm totally interested. I'm a big fan of Twisted Metal, grew up playing it, and screen tested, and lo and behold, here we find ourselves as me being Sweet Tooth. Growing up, playing Twisted Metal, I remember, getting your PlayStation on Christmas, and it was one of the first games you kind of threw in there and battled your local friends around the neighborhood with all day long until your mom kicked them eventually out. I've played every game in the series, have a good long working history with it, so I mean, it was a no-brainer for me to immediately jump on the role and get it if I could.
I was just saying too, I was like, even if you didn't play it, everybody knows who Sweet Tooth is. Like, it's the mascot of the game.
I think even more than Twisted Metal, they're the clown. I mean, that's the first thing everybody said when I brought up the project to him. So it made it easier to explain what I was doing.
Yeah. The
core concept of Sweet Tooth is just a very chaotic mind, and he handles things in a very chaotic way. A lot of mood swings. The wind whips his demeanor around quite violently, and you never know what you're gonna get with him. One day he's your best friend, he loves you. The next minute, well, it might just be a more bloody affair.
I've never seen anyone cut off a human head and catch it as good as that.
He wants to be loved. He wants to desperately be loved. Unfortunately, he just goes about it in the most horrible of ways.
Yeah, and you know what? He has great music taste. Mm-hmm. He loves the 90s. What song would you use to torture somebody with?
Ooh, from the 90s?
Yeah.
Some Crash Test Dummies, some just over and over again droning for hours at a time.
Yeah.
That would get him.
Some Venga Boys,
Yeah.
This is our land. These are our roads.
Now, Thomas Hayden Church told me that you guys shared a trailer, which he was like, was great because he's so sweet, but very unsettling once he's in the full costume, makeup, all of that. What was that like?
It was, okay, first off, Thomas Hayden Church is like low-key, like a lot of wrestling fans, like a favorite actor, just because,
Really?
Wings was one of the few shows that would air after wrestling. And he was the funny guy on Wings, he was the guy that like people dug on the character. So like I was all stoked to like work with them. And I remember one ending scene in particular, that was something where essentially I was challenged to shatter a windshield. So I did shatter that windshield. Unfortunately, Thomas was in the car when I did it, and I immediately jumped off the hood and made sure he was okay, and he was. But I was pretty scared that I accidentally cut up Wade from Wings.
Oh my God, you went for it. I love it. So when you saw yourself in the full get up the first time, how did you react?
Everybody says surreal, but now I know why. It's just like, it's wild kind of seeing the costume come together and how it frames up. And it was mind blowing for me. And my family was kind of like, doesn't seem like you, so I had to do some convincing when I got home.
Yeah. Now this is your first acting gig, essentially. Are there any roles you would like really have your eye on?
Tons. Yes, all of it. Henry Cavill, if you're out there, I heard you making a Warhammer 40K project. Yeah, I'm in. I'm in, Henry. You need somebody who knows what's up.
I love it. Manifest it. I love it so much. Now, did you work with Will Arnett closely at all? Because he does the voice of the character while you do the physical part.
Yeah, Will was great. We got together, before develop, in pre-development, kind of hashed over what we were kind of expecting from the character, what he was feeling and thinking. I did a tremendous amount of just listening to his work, BoJack Horseman and Lego Batman, and just kind of understanding it, his voice inflections and trying to keep that in the back of my head as I was doing my.
God, well, it was so much fun. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, and I'm excited for people to see the show.
I'm excited for them to see it too. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Take care.
Take care.